Hi, water signs. I am here to do your March 2019 general forecast and outlook. So, as this is a general reading, you can take what resonates and toss the rest. If it does not resonate at all, you may want to also check your moon and rising signs. And I said this in the fire sign video, but in case you did not watch that, I realize I might shuffle in a non-traditional way, but I found that this is just what works for me, and I personally don't believe there's any right or wrong way to do this as long as you feel as a reader that the messages that are coming through are accurate. So this is just how I do it, and again, I realize it might be different, but this is how it is. And during the fire sign video, my cats got into a scuffle, and my upstairs neighbors started being loud, so I hope that I am warning you guys. Maybe we'll get through the video and not have any issues with this round. So we'll see. And I'm going to also try to talk about, or I should say reference each deck that I'm using. But if I forget and you would like to know that, then please just comment below and I will provide that information. So the first deck I'm going to use are the Angel Tarot cards by Doreen Virtue and Radleigh Valentine. I'm going to do a spread that just gives sort of a general overview of what's going on energetically right now and then what may be coming ahead for you in the month of March. And then we will, as needed, pull some clarifiers to see what else is going on. So again, water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. This is your March 2019 outlook. Let's see what's in store. Okay, it's come out. All right. Wow. Water signs. What? Whoa. This is all good so far, by the way. Wow, water signs. Okay. All right. Water signs. Wow. So this, whoever this message is meant for, I feel like this person is deeply in love with someone. We've got, so the first card that came out was Queen of Earth, which is Queen of Pentacles. This could be, and again, it doesn't necessarily have to be a female. It's just the energy, but it is a woman. So I guess channeling this message as if it was a male water sign. But this person could be dealing with a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, or just a general, a person who really, I mean, just, I'm going to be frank, has their shit together in the 3D and is just a very powerful person. And so what's blocking them though from I mean, right now, what in the past they've got Queen of Cups, so they've had a past relationship with this person, I feel. Yeah, because I'm not seeing any cards here that would show a conflicting type where they've got two parties or anything like that. So I feel like this is someone from their past that they shared some sort of romantic relationship with, and they still want this. They're wanting this Two of Cups, you know, a relationship that grows closer, forgiveness, resolution of conflict. They're wanting for the past love that was shared. They're wanting to bring that back into balance. Yeah, I just said that and I wasn't even getting to this card yet. Temperance, balance, a major arcana, union, unity. Now, this is what this version of this deck is, but it's really the high priest. So this sort of, it's kind of could be evoking like a spiritual bond. You've also got the Empress here. So the Empress, though, is the blocking energy. And I think it's almost that this person, there's just a lot of love and emotion here for this woman in the physical, or this person, but she's so powerful, the Empress. It's like blocking, there's just this blocking of moving forward. Now, we do have the Eight of Wands here, which is a very fast moving energy. It's progress. And so I feel like there's going to be some progress in March for whoever's in this situation. So either you are the Cancer sign, the water sign that Cancer or Scorpio or Pisces, I'm really getting that Cancer energy. But you are either that sign watching or you're cross watching for that person. So there is going to be some movement here. We've got heavy, fast energy, but then to start moving the Knight forward, right? The Knight of Pentacles, to move something along in the 3D and actually, move towards some sort of balance. Now, that being said, the way the month ends, so it's all very much, there's a lot of emotion here. There's a lot of intensity behind the scenes. And then we get this action card, the Eight of Wands, but there's still some healing that needs to be done here. There's still balance that needs to be found. You've got the Page of Swords, which in my experience is, some people it's a top messenger card. For me, it's cutting off communication. It's maybe a separation. It's maybe not getting that offer or whatever it is you were hoping to get from, either to offer you as a water sign to offer, or if you're watching this, to get that from them. Because the way the month ends, when I'm looking at the outcome and we're talking about the month, you've still got ego at play. You've still got ego, which is the devil. You've still got that, and the card that I pulled after that to clarify is the Seven of Wands, which is defensive energy. It's fear. I think that's where this is coming from, that this is most likely, whatever the situation is, this person is hiding their feelings. They want to move forward. They want this fast energy. They want this to come. They want this union. They want this, the Empress, the Queen of Cups, the Two of Cups. They want this. But then when they start to think they're going to take action, they're going to do it, then it's the slow Knight energy. And again, Knights are transient. They're not kings. They're not the stable, solid person yet that you want to see come in, because they're still finding balance. And this is also the card of patience, temperance. It's also, I believe, a card that could denote, I think it's a Sagittarius. I think it's associated with Sagittarius in the tarot, but until they can get past this fear, this defensive, and this internal battle, and like putting up their wands, this communication is just not gonna come forward. They're not going to come forward with their feelings yet. So that's really strong. The fire sign one, I wasn't getting as strong of a sense of energy there. So this is interesting. Okay. So because this is clearly seems to be tied to a romantic situation, I'm going to pull the Romance Angels, Doreen Virtue. We're going to see what clarifying card we have for March. We know that this person, there's some fear. Maybe that there's something that they still need to heal. Maybe that's what's going to come out as a clarifier here, or what it is they want. Let's just see. Get that religious factors card again. Okay. So I feel like, okay, so religious factors came out. This came out in the fire sign reading as well. I feel like in this situation, it just could denote that the water sign individual or the individual that the water sign is dealing with, if the water sign is the one maybe waiting for someone to come forward, this person is just not awakened yet. They're not awakened, and they're not on the same level spiritually, because if they were, they would not be holding so tightly onto fear and holding up their wands, because if they were awakened, they would realize that this is a spiritual union, that the love is there, and that they need to let go of the fear. So I feel like that's sort of what's going on. And then in some instances, or it could be a situation both, where one or more of these individuals, be it the water sign or the person they're dealing with, has not released their ex. So they may still be cycling around with ex-partners because, again, they're afraid to come forward for the person that they really love, because this feels safe. This ex feels safe, and that might be what's happening there. And again, X doesn't necessarily have to be a person. It could also be behavioral patterns, thought patterns. That it could be just addictions. It could be just the negative thoughts, the fears. So they may just, they're not awakened, and therefore they're still cycling through these old patterns that they haven't let go of yet. And that's why, again, that fear's here, all of those things, why this isn't quite happening yet in March. But the energy that I cannot believe the energy that I felt when when you get two queens, the Two of Cups, the Empress, and the High Priest card is the Hierophant. That's a spiritual bond. So I'm going to pull The Psychic Tarot of the Heart by John Holland. That's just such a great deck to close this reading out. And we'll just see maybe for some clarification on March. And how the month is going to end. Okay. That's interesting. So we've got, this is the equivalent of the Seven of Pentacles, awaiting results, but it was in the reverse. So it tells me, this is typically a card, and you can see it from the image as well that it brings forth. It's the Seven of Pentacles is about planting seeds, right? And I feel like because it was in the reverse, you can look at this several different ways. When I pulled this card in connection with the end of the month, sort of how the month was going to close out with all of this, because you've got all these things here. And I think this is saying, all right, the seeds have already been planted. They've been planted. It's not like the end of the month, the seeds are going to be planted. It's already happened. And I think with it being reversed, whatever has been germinating, I think it's going to continue to grow. Seeds have been planted long, long ago. That's why you've got all of this energy here in the past. This is someone from the past. So let's pull one more. Let's see what we've got here. I'm going to use the Mermaids and Dolphins Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. Let's put a clarifier for that Seven of Pentacles. So we've got the Rest, which is akin to the Four of Swords energy. You've been working hard, take a nap and get some rest. So I still think, yeah, I feel like this person is still in this energy of needing to work on themselves. That's why, again, you've got balance over here. You've got, they want this, but I think maybe that this month for you, either this is either targeted at you, water signs, or the person you're dealing with. It could be, I think that that this is just saying that March is a time where they realize that this is what they want, or you realize this is what you want, but there's still some more work to be done to heal, to find balance, to let go of the fears, release X patterns, and continue to hopefully, let's see, awaken and see the results of the seeds that have been planted. And I'm getting this is definitely, I feel like this is a past connection. So hopefully that makes sense to you. I know it's kind of all over the place, but I was getting a lot of energy coming out with this one. So I just was trying to get out all the messages as quickly as I could. Thank you so much, water signs, and whoever else is cross watching. Enjoy your March.